Hey fellas, we're on the phone now. I started the video around 9:39 and hate the shaky cam because I can't hold the phone still. And we're about 78 in the garage. What I'm doing is I'm drilling out the brackets off the floor. And this is on my phone, and I apologize because turns out to be a real crappy video. We're going to get that one there, and then all those up there, then that one there. That bracket, hold on. This bracket right here is for the exhaust. Remember, this was an original six-cylinder car, and that was for the exhaust. This one, I guess the kid drilled. That's seat belt. So weld up these two holes, weld up that hole. I'm going to have these two holes here to weld up, and in the floor pan, and then whatever else when I get the rest of these brackets off. So, damn, I hate using my phone. So that's where that's at. Word to the wise here, fellas. These two spot weld cutters I got from Eastwood, 40 bucks a piece. And they cut about 5 spot welds and then they were dead. These two spot weld cutters I got from Harbor Freight, and if you look, you can screw off this end, flip it around. Fun doing this stuff one-handed. Screw it back on and you got a fresh tip to start with. I was getting 10 to 12 spot welds a side, and these were only 9 bucks. 40 bucks a piece, $80 worth of spot weld cutters, and that's 2, or end up getting 4 because you got double-sided blades for 10 bucks a piece. I go to Harbor Freight. So we're on the phone now. Probably this week I'll pick up a video camera, and we'll go from there. I don't know how these are going to come out. So there's that first bracket off. Didn't want to drill through, but couldn't help it. So one down, and what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, here's a quick update. Got those out. And got the one up there, the one right there, and the one there to do. And I've been sitting here thinking about what to do on the oh man, stop shaking so much. What to do about these back panels here. So more on that later, but for right now, let's get the last 2 drilled out, and then we'll ground down some of this floor plan. Later. Hey fellas, all the brackets are out, and got the grinder out. We're going to grind up some metal. Been thinking about reusing these on the build, because the way these seats go in, there's no back attachment. It's just one bolt right here. Back up. Yeah, one bolt right there. So anyway, I'll hang on to these brackets. Anybody wants them except for these, give me a holler. Other than that, that's about where we're at. Wonder how much gas I got in welding. I'll have to pull that out and see. My son used it last. I don't know if he used it all. We were getting low. But in the meantime, we'll do some grinding, get this all cleaned up, and then before we even weld, we're going to have to decide on what we're going to do with these back brackets, because they are coming out and they're going to be replaced by something, but I don't know what. So that's what we're going to have to figure out and what to do. Thinking of putting a piece of bar stock down on the flat stock down on the bottom, and put one here, brace going up here, and maybe one in the middle and then one there. It'll be more than the what is it, 16 or 18 gauge steel that they got there, 18 or 22 gauge steel, excuse me, that they got there. But they are coming out, so I got time to get gas, welding gas, and see what we're going to do on this. So that's all for now. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, yep, got it all ground down, and actually ground down to look for those spot welds, and you can definitely see them right there. But that tells you where the positive side of the head was, and you see the dimple, at least that's what I've been told. And I started grinding down up here, and you can feel the spot weld on the back side inside the trunk. And these brackets are coming out, by the way. Let me state that right. And sit there, and so the positive side of the head was on, probably on the inside, I think, because you can feel the dimples for the spot weld. So I could take a cut-off saw and cut it down there, but that wouldn't look very neat, at least when you look in the trunk side and everything else, but I don't know. And you can see the 3 spot welds right here, but again, the dimple side is where the positive, and then this is the ground side on the back, from what I've been told. Now, I could be wrong. Somebody feed me a bunch of crap, but I don't know. So I'm going to look like taking the battery out and the battery box out and everything else out, and laying in the trunk and seeing if I can drill those spot welds out and take this bracket out nice and neat. If not, cut off wheel coming across here wouldn't bother me in the least, because I'm going to rebuild this section anyway with stuff that I want to use, and I'll probably end up using my spot welder right there. You know, hindsight is the best. Probably the best thing to do is remove those brackets and everything else when I had the trunk pan out and everything else, and I could have walked right up in there and got it. But I wasn't thinking interior then. I was thinking of getting quarter panels on this thing and getting this back end straightened out. So that's where I'm at right now. It's so let's see, I got these bottom spot welds to sit there and take care of. There's ones over there you can definitely see on that side. All the brackets are out. I placed a seat in here, and the seat will fit right in here, but I think I need to bring it up just a little bit. So we're going to be playing with that once we get it done. Working on what we're going to do with this back, and as far as the design is concerned, we'll end up sitting and putting some grommets and some stuff on the wiring, and getting the wiring now in its final place, because you can see I got some of the insulation off as I was chasing wires for the fuel injection and the gas gauge, and we'll go from there. So that's where we're at. It's going on 11:30 right now, and NHRA's in town. I thought of going, but sat there and decided against it. Work on the car would be more fun than spending money at the drag strip and buying $7 beers and everything else and watching everybody go 300 miles an hour. So I decided to stay home and drink my free beer, and well, not free but cheaper beer, and take care of this today. And so we'll get the shop vac in here. We'll vacuum this out once we get those spot welds all dug out and everything else. Turn around and take a look. And remember, guys, I'm off next week, so there will be videos probably coming all week, but I don't know about this phone thing. I'm having a difficult time with it. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And thanks for leaving comments. You all have a good day. Later.